Hey folks, it's Brian, and so I bought this brake controller. It's a BrakeBuddy. It's a Classic 3. You know, if you've owned an RV and you're towing something flat, most of the states require you to have a brake controller to help with slowing your tow vehicle down and also to bring it to a stop if it should get loose. And these things are kind of expensive. They're like $1,100, $1,200, $1,300. And so I found one on Facebook Marketplace for $175, and that's a pretty good deal. It came with the cable. I've got a box with a couple of accessories. I've got the transmitter. I don't have the receiver. Yeah, okay, that's irritating. But more importantly, this model uses a cable to get power from the dash. So I've temporarily put a screw in here. And what I want to show today is how to test one of these if you don't have your vehicle wired up. So if you're going to purchase one, you want to look at it, this is how you test it. Now, if I had a spare 12-volt battery, I would have used that. I don't, so I'm using a 12-volt power supply. Your exposed pin is ground. Okay, there's some information online that contradicts that, but that's not correct. And if you just supply power and ground, the unit powers right up. It's that simple. One of the things I liked about the Classic 3 is this doesn't have an air compressor in it. It's all electric, so it's really simple, and I don't have to think about, I don't have to remember to hit it multiple times to drain the vacuum out of the engine system so the brake booster doesn't kick in. So all I do is hit auto start, and you know, if I have the clevis attached to the pedal, it does the rest of the magic on its own. It'll retract and push the pedal several times to bleed the brake system. And this gets adjusted. So, you know, again, this is a great way to save some money. These go for $150 to $200 on Facebook Marketplace. You sometimes see them on eBay. This model has a single connection for the breakaway and for the power. This power supply is rated at 12 volts, 10 amps, so it's a 120 watt power supply. Again, that's just some, you know, eBay magic, nothing magical there. Any 12 volt battery would work. 10 amps you can draw from practically any point in an automotive electrical system. So if you want to tap your accessory circuit, your cigarette lighter, you've probably got 10 amps there. You can also run it to the battery and just use a fuse. So this is the testing. This unit seems to be just fine. And if you wanted to, let me see if I can find, so the breakaway side is not very complicated. It is just simply a contact. So I'm going to use a little test light here to trigger it. If you make a connection between these two, you will trigger the breakaway system. Well, all right. Maybe not with a test light. Sorry guys, but this is how you know it's real and not scripted. So now I gotta find something to poke in there that won't touch the other one. Or maybe we'll touch the other one, doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to use another screw. Again, this is not the best way to do it. But as soon as you trip the brake away, it pushes the brake. And again, this is not very complicated. This is one of the reasons I wanted Classic 3. The company that makes this makes a whole bunch of very expensive connectors for it. And I'm going to do some videos to show you how you can install this for about 50 bucks in your vehicle. So you can use a standard breakaway switch with this. You don't need their $50 one. And you can use a standard mating RV plug for this. Again, $9, $10. some wire. It's not very expensive. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you found this interesting. It's a great way to save some money and be safe with your RV. Be sure to like this if it's helped you. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you make stupid comments, they won't make it to publication, so please keep it clean and respectful. If you don't agree, that's fine. Make your case. But, you know, at any rate, keep it clean. Thanks, guys.